Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price this Thursday as we are seeing a breakout of 49,700 US dollars, which means that we are now going to potentially see new all-time highs for Bitcoin as there is no stopping Bitcoin all the way up to 58,300, and now we're starting a brand new impulse breaking through the golden zone. This is a major update for Bitcoin, and of course, for those in the Discord, you know I sent out not only a Bitcoin swing trade with low risk at 49,500, we also sent out a day trade for Bitcoin that has hit all targets. I've personally entered a fairly large position, and I will update you as we start to see this price action to the upside. But so far, it looks as if Bitcoin is holding the 200-day moving average, is breaking out of 49,700, and now the next destination is 58,350. In my opinion, because there's going to be a lot of upside momentum right now, we're most likely going to see a consolidation between 58,353 and 65,000 before seeing new all-time highs for Bitcoin as more institutions pour in, as more companies start to take their balance sheets, put it into Bitcoin. This is the breakout we've been waiting for. This is a major breakout. So I'm going to talk about exactly what to expect here for Bitcoin, but then we're also going to take a look at some of the altcoins, and we'll look at a Bitcoin downside scenario for the bears. We have to address both sides here, but we're a four-dimensional channel. And so I want to talk about my expectations for Ethereum as we're also seeing strength. Now back inside of this channel, the fair market value for Ethereum has always stayed within this channel since we broke from 700 US dollars. Anytime we've come above the channel, we've been overbought, like what happened here. And anytime we've come below this channel, we've been oversold, as we used to talk about back in January to April. Guess what? We're back inside the channel. And that's the fair market value for Ethereum. Most likely going to see new all-time highs at this point. Not a surprise for those on the Snipers channel. The question is, what do we have to see with Bitcoin for this to happen? But it's looking like that's it. We're getting the confirmations that we need, that we have now started a new impulse wave up. And I know there's Ellioticians that are going to say this makes no sense. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin came down, Ethereum came down, institutions had fear, and as soon as Elon Musk, Cathie Woods, and Jack Dorsey got on the B-Word event and talked about their expectations of Bitcoin, we've just seen price action to the upside since then. And so market sentiment has changed. We're extremely bullish right now. We cannot deny that fact. And so on the Snipers channel, we've covered everything to the T, with Ethereum showing this first bullish continuation candle 2 days ago. I flipped. I went from being the biggest bear. I shorted Ethereum with a $1 million position and made, $70,000 profit, whatever. I actually ended up getting only 25 out of that. And then the day after, because I saw this candle, I said, you know what? I'm going long. And we did the same thing, and we ran it to the long, and we banged that real hard. Check this out. I sent out 1, 2, 3, 4 alerts for Ethereum. Buy Ethereum, right? Here's another one. You go up to the day trades. Buy Ethereum. Or this was the sell. So if you go down, you'll see all the buys here for Ethereum. Anyways, the point is we sent out so many signals because we saw this confirmation. Ethereum moved, and now we're seeing Bitcoin move, and it's even outperforming Ethereum, verifying our thesis so far that Bitcoin dominance is in the early stages of a reversal. But this is going to be the first season that, because institutionally recognized assets will always perform regardless of a bear or bull market over the long term, like the S&P 500, instead of just Bitcoin seeing a flight of capital from altcoins, this may be the first time that we see that flight of capital also come into Ethereum. Now, is that for sure? No, but what I will say is it's looking like that's what's happening. So that's why we're going to start monitoring the Ethereum to dominance chart. And here's a chart that I want you guys to see. This is the altcoins outside of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Tether, which is the real altcoin market, forming this bearish pattern right now. It's not the exact chart that we have here with the Ethereum dominance forming an ascending triangle, are we going to be seeing the Ethereum dominance come up for the first time, decouple from the others' dominance while others' dominance comes down, bringing the others' dominance chart to slow down a little bit, but this factors in Ethereum, and so we might not need to watch others' dominance anymore. As a matter of fact, I am deleting others' dominance from this chart because here's the thing. In my opinion, and if it changes, we'll put it back on the chart, but now we need to isolate Ethereum from the altcoin market. And moving forward on the Snipers channel, that's what we're going to do. Ethereum dominance and Bitcoin dominance are going to be categorized separately from what is the real altcoin dominance chart here, which is Bitcoin minus Ethereum minus Tether, and what top 100 do we have now? Cardano, Solana, all of those coins, Link, Kusama, they all come into that equation, and this is the chart for it, and it's not looking as bullish as the Ethereum dominance chart. So this is a big puzzle piece because we cannot deny the fact, like what Kathy Wood said, at some point or another, when Bitcoin dominance is ready to move up, you will see a flight of capital flow back into Bitcoin from altcoins. This could be the first time. It doesn't happen with Ethereum, but it happens with every other altcoin. We can't deny this fact. For those that have invested in the .com bubble, you remember 95% of those companies are gone. 95% of the altcoins will be gone in 5 years. It's just a matter of which ones won't be, right? Maybe there's like Link, that is an Oracle system that's very needed in the blockchain ecosystem that won't, disappear. But then there's tons of other projects that may disappear. And so if Bitcoin dominance is truly ready to move up, which I believe it is, I think Ethereum dominance is also going to be moving up. Look how bullish this chart is. We're not going to do the TA on this chart yet. I just started pulling this chart up. The one thing I like to do on our videos is I like to do my analysis while I'm on the video with you guys because it gives me the opportunity to just throw out what's on my brain. I don't pre-plan these videos, of course. So anyways, man, we are all over the place, but it's a big day. I took a fairly large position, which I'll reveal, over the next couple of days or weeks, depending on the price action. I've already mitigated my risk, moving stops to break even. But I believe this is an extremely bullish sign for Bitcoin. It's above the 20-week moving average, and it's breaking an extremely important resistance. So we can expect potentially new all-time highs. I don't think what matters in the micro time frames are important as what's happening in the macro right now. But we will address and verify our prediction here with Bitcoin on the micro time frame, since everything morphs from these smaller time frames to the larger time frames. And we cannot deny the fact that we are extremely bullish. We do have a little bit of sell pressure coming in, but look at how much buyers are in the market. The retail floor is flooded with buy volume. We can pull up the VPVR, for example, look at the volume on the right side of the chart like a lot of people like to do. There are many things we can do here, but realize that the retail is filled with buyers. We're seeing institutional volume that's increasing. Yes, there's sell pressure, but that's totally fine. And we're breaking a major resistance. Volume plus price action. And the last part is overall trend. We're above the 20-week moving average. This is a bullish move. So I hate to throw Ellioticians out there that may disagree here and say that we need a correction at the golden zone. It just doesn't look like it's happening right now. So here's the thing. For the downside, if we break 49,700, that's what we don't want to see, because that's a fake out. But it's during the week. It's not the weekend. I don't see a reason for this to not move up further to the $58,000 level and then see new all-time highs. So we'll monitor this. If it breaks down, I'll throw another video out there, right? So 49,700 is important, and then 49,300 is the last final draw. That's the previous weekly open. We don't want to get below this level, but so far, I'm not, a genie. But what I will say is, when you break a major resistance, which is the second time we've come above 50,000, I've been telling you guys, having a cup of coffee doesn't mean it's the final destination. I really think this is starting to move to the upside. And with that being said, if we look at Ethereum, it's very, very correlated to Bitcoin, but so far we're seeing some sort of decoupling effect. It's staying in this fair value range. If we break 39.59, expect a big push to the upside for Ethereum to form new all-time highs above $5,000, maybe to $6,000 before we see a corrective move to the downside. But realize that now we're in the fair channel range. We are not on the oversold range. So I wouldn't be re-entering Ethereum spot positions right now, especially with the uncertainty with this other's dominance, Bitcoin dominance. But it's looking like, and I'm getting the feeling here that the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart's ready to move up to 86,000 Satoshis. That's the case with deflationary properties and so forth. Now we start isolating Ethereum as its own separate asset away from others' dominance, and we isolate all of the top 100 coins now in its own chart. And with that, I'm going to quickly wrap up with the DXY. It's pushing down. That's what we want to see for the crypto markets to assume further upside. Gold is pushing up. That's showing that institutions are, they're running out of places to put their money. And, let me leave you guys with this interesting silver to ETH chart that just broke new lows. This is interesting, huh? You take a precious metal against Ethereum and look at this. Silver, it's done. It's over. It's already breaking. Look at that. This is a big deal macro-wise on a daily chart. Gosh, I'm just going to leave you guys with that. Until next time, snipers.